Hello Aries, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week, commencing the 5th of February until the 12th of February 2024. The first card for you is representing. How do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Seven of Swords. This is a card of deception and betrayal. It indicates the difficulty of trying to get away with something undetected and unnoticed. Often when you do something in secret, hoping that you are safe and undiscovered, something goes awry and your secret is revealed to your embarrassment. This card therefore urges caution when attempting to use cunning or deception to gain an advantage over someone or something else. There is no question that there are times in life when it is necessary to act shrewdly or do something in secret. Perhaps you had to think on your feet and act in a way that was not exactly all above board. Perhaps you had to go behind other people's backs in order to manifest your desires. Perhaps you felt like you needed to cheat or take the easy way out. If acting shrewdly is something you must do, it is essential that you do this with a clear conscience, and you are fully aware of the potential consequences of your actions. Taking the easy path is not always the best path, and sometimes you just have to exert a decent amount of effort to achieve what you want. The Seven of Swords indicates that you may be tempted to sneak away from a particular situation that is not working for you anymore, rather than dealing with it head-on. As you do not feel ready to deal with the issues, you are aiming for a solution where you can just escape and not have to worry about it all. Are you trying to run away from commitment, responsibility, hard work, or love? You may be procrastinating, letting problems slip and become worse because you do not want to deal with them. Sometimes you just have to face what has to be faced. So, the question is this realistic? Will this escape really accomplish what you want to and need to accomplish? Will it address the fundamental issues at hand here? The likely answer is no, and it may simply be an easy way out for now. The second card for you is representing. What do you want most right now? Your card is the King of Swords. This king is a symbol of intellectual power and authority, and has the courage and intellect to accomplish all that he desires. He represents judgment, command, and rulership. His character indicates the stern leadership of a judge, lawyer, or military commander, whose emotions must be kept in check under the pressure of battle. Therefore, the King of Swords asks you to remain detached and objective in a specific situation, in order to ascertain the truth, and seek out only the facts. You need to use your intellect to prove your point and succeed. Your education and experience are important, but so are your day-to-day observations and thoughts. You can also solve problems by using history, rules, laws, and diplomacy. The King of Swords suggests that you need to adopt a very stern but fair role. You have clarity of mind and can perceive the truth right now, so you must take the lead with providing an objective point of view. You are well positioned to judge your situation appropriately and identify the limiting behaviors that are getting in the way. This is a time when you need to leave emotions out of it and remain as objective and rational as possible. You may need to reason with others and be quite direct about what you are observing. You may be concerned that you are not being particularly caring or sympathetic, but at this point in time, this detachment is what is needed most. Similarly, the King of Swords encourages you to use your logic and intellect to navigate your path ahead. You will need to get to the heart of the matter, make firm and well-researched decisions, and ensure that you are firm but fair in your dealings with others. You need to be able to take any situation, look at it with total impartiality, and then come to a decision that is both fair and insightful. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Seven of Wands. This card reflects that you are feeling overwhelmed. You may also feel as though you are having to compete against or are constantly comparing yourself to others, leaving you feeling somewhat inadequate and vulnerable. There is a need to return to the Six of Wands, which is all about building your own self-esteem and confidence, and having faith that you can achieve what you set out to. The Seven of Wands can also indicate that you feel as though you are constantly being judged or criticized by others. Your family or friends are questioning you on why you are doing certain things, such as staying in a challenging relationship or an unfulfilling job. You would prefer if they could just keep their mouths shut and let you be. This card can suggest that you are trying to avoid conflict wherever possible, and as a result, you are backing down on your point of view too easily. As soon as someone challenges you or opposes you, instead of standing up for yourself, you compromise or give in. It appears that being accepted and liked by others is more important than standing your ground and fighting for what you believe in. Alternatively, you may have tried everything possible and have given it your best shot, but you are now starting to realize it is not worth the struggle. Even though you may not have made any progress yet wanted to, it is time to let this one go and move on. It may feel like giving up, but in the long run, it will be for the best. On the other hand, the Seven of Wands can indicate that you are taking things too far, and you are being overly aggressive about protecting your turf. This is to the detriment of your personal relationships. Finally, the Seven of Wands can suggest that you are at risk of being caught unprepared. You are feeling shaken and vulnerable at the threat of a challenge to your position. You have the feelings of falling behind and not being up to the challenge. Perhaps you want to cave in and give up the fight. This card shows a lack of confidence, courage, and conviction. You are feeling threatened and have become easily manipulated and taken advantage of. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Four of Pentacles. This card signifies that you have accomplished many of your goals and have attained great material wealth in the process. However, on the other hand, there is a risk that you will come to value only material wealth, thus becoming possessive and/or greedy in ensuring that no one else takes away your wealth. The Four of Pentacles indicates that you are in a position where you are financially stable and secure with solid investments. You are very conservative about money and are not inclined to gamble in financial matters. You are very protective of what you have accumulated over time, and slowly and steadily you increase your net worth through saving money and safe investments. You are self-sufficient both financially and emotionally, as you often equate money with emotional security. Although this card shows a practical and financially stable person, it often indicates possessiveness, greed, and an overly cautious approach to life. You may be afraid to take risks, both financially and emotionally, for fear of losing everything that you have attained so far. As a result, you may be vaguely unhappy and unfulfilled. Deep down you are starting to realize that you have sold out for a conservative and overly safe approach to life. Thus, the Four of Pentacles indicates one of the dangers of prosperity, the temptation to value money far above its real worth. If wealth and financial success lead to a miserly or penny-pinching attitude, then you have found yourself in a narrow-minded state where nothing is perceived to have any significant value other than money. This attitude is an expression of extreme attachment to the material things of the world, and is unhealthy in the long term. Sadly, possessions have become your life, and you now assess your self-worth based on how expensive your car is, how many bedrooms and flat-screen TVs your house has, etc. What this also means is that you must continually work hard to generate an income to sustain this standard of living, and to sustain your ongoing obsession with material possession. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Six of Pentacles. This card suggests a one-way street in terms of charity. You may have lent money to a friend or given someone a favor, but in this instance, do not expect the money to be repaid or the favor to be returned. Or, you may expect it to be repaid, but it never is. With this in mind, be careful about who you lend your money to, especially if you yourself are in financial trouble. While a generous spirit is a wonderful quality, you need to ensure that you are able to support yourself whilst helping others. You may have a tendency to spend or give away more than you can afford to. Be careful with the amount of debt that you get into. It is possible with the Six of Pentacles that you are getting in over your head, and it will soon come back to bite you in excessive interest rates or personal threats if you are unable to pay it back in time. Be wary, too, of get-rich-quick schemes that are more likely to leave you with a hole in your pocket than a pile of cash. The Six of Pentacles sometimes reflects the selfish side of charity. In some cases, people give to others not for the benefit of the other, but for the benefit of themselves. Be careful that you are not trying to prove to others that you are generous because you can give to the poor or the needy. Aim to give selflessly rather than selfishly. In a relationship reading, the Six of Pentacles suggests that one partner is doing a lot of the taking, but not a lot of the giving, thus creating an inequality in the relationship. You need to be careful that your generous spirit is not being taken advantage of, and that you are not always the one making compromises for your partner's benefit. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the King of Wands. This card represents you as a king with pure fire energy. Unlike the other Wands court cards, he is not so interesting in actual creation and creativity, or in dreaming up ideas and implementing them himself. Instead, he is more inclined to take an idea and change the world to match his vision. As such, he is a natural-born leader of all kinds of people, and he is very visionary. Once he sets himself a goal, he sticks to it and ensures that he can make it happen with the support of those around him. People naturally gravitate towards this king as they know he will get things done and will do it very well. He is a master, too, at being able to get other people to do his work for him and keep them on side throughout the process. The King of Wands looks forward to challenges because he enjoys the natural rush of adrenaline associated with solving a difficult problem and coming to a solution that will benefit not just one person but many people. In the process, he not only rids himself of his own fear but that of others, by reassuring them that they shall all succeed. He is not all talk either, and when the going gets tough, he is prepared to do the hard yards to see something through to the end. The King of Wands has a deep and innate respect for other people, and his compassion extends far. He knows how to bring out the best in others, and to empower them to deliver his visions and goals, which he knows will be of benefit to the greater population. The King of Wands is an indication that you are someone who is very visionary and goal-oriented. You achieve a lot because you are very clear about your future direction and how you will get there. You do not waste your time on activities or relationships that you believe will lead nowhere. You never just go with the flow, instead you prefer to embark on a strong and direct course of action. The King of Wands reminds you to lead your life with intent, vision and a long-term view. Know that even though you are experiencing challenges now, this is just a part of your journey to something much more positive. Eventually, you will see this time as just a little blip on the radar, and it will have simply served to make you stronger. Stay focused on your long-term goals. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Prince of Winter. He moves like a flash of light. When the Prince of Winter shows up, you know that you're in for some very quick action. His mind moves as fast as his sled, and he can instantly assess a situation, allowing him to get right to work. When he's on a mission, you may as well stand back and let him take charge, because he will, whether you want him to or not. He is idealistic, decisive, focused, and determined. He can also be a little impulsive and undiplomatic. So, if this prince enters your arena, see if you can't get him to pause for just a moment of reflection to make sure his plan really is sound. The fairy moves swiftly through the snowy forest. He loves the thrill of the ride, but is he really watching where he's going? Additional meanings of this card: believing strongly in your mission, fighting for justice, sudden or unexpected changes, intellectual solutions to problems.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.